Hey YouTube, Jack here with JackVision.tv. It is the 6th day of VEDA, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about something that touched my heart recently when I was hanging out with a good friend of mine. For starters, a little backstory as to why I moved, for those of you who have followed along and know that a little over a year ago I moved out of Michigan. It was, long story short, it was soul-seeking, I guess you could say. I moved because I was feeling unaccomplished. I was feeling empty inside. I felt I needed to isolate myself and try and get to the point where I was almost physically as alone as I felt inside. I just really needed to get away from everyone and everything and focus on myself for a while. And I would say at this point I've sufficiently done that. In fact, I've even made new friends, and it's been a journey. One of the things that I faced when I first moved away, though, I realized all of a sudden everyone that I held close to me, all my good friends, all of a sudden were mingling with one another. I would see posts on Facebook of people who I don't think normally would have hung out, or at least in my opinion, I didn't think they normally would have hung out. Even friends that I know who would have normally hung out, who didn't very often, all of a sudden they were going out and doing things together. Like one of my friends that I used to bug all the time to go to karaoke with me, suddenly he was going to karaoke with all of my other buddies that would go to the same karaoke place or different karaoke places. My two of my best friends from high school started hanging out on a regular basis. And just all these little things where it's like, this is what happened. For whatever reason with me, it registered like, this is what happened when I moved away. Like, my leaving was the catalyst for this, and it sort of felt like because I left, all of these people were like hanging out and having a good time and glad I was gone. I mean, like, I don't know where that thought process came from, but that's what it triggered in me. It actually made me very angry at first. Well, my friend, who is also a fellow vlogger, it's Ari, just Ari, she came down for a surprise visit, and fortunately for her, I didn't have anything to do that day or that weekend. It was one of the rare times I didn't have to work. She came down for a surprise visit, and I think she actually brought up the topic first, that she was hanging out with a lot more people in my absence. And when I brought up how I felt about it, basically what she said was, no, you are so off base, like, all of these people are getting together in your absence. Like, I never realized how much of a link I personally was to all of these people, and some of them would actually get together, and it was all based on just how much they missed having me around, and just hearing those words really touched my heart and kind of chiseled some of the ice off of it, I guess. It was a very eye-opening thing to hear, and it was, yeah, I'm not really sure how to explain it. It was just something different. I'm so used to just feeling angry and hateful, and you know, I'm so used to that those would be my driving factors, was like using my hate and anger as fuel to keep myself going, to prove to whoever was watching that I'm better than what anybody would say about me. And then to know that you are so missed that people are getting together just to reminisce about times when you were there, and you haven't even, like, like I said, I've only been gone a little over a year. But a year can seem like so long. For me, it's flown by because I've kept myself busy working multiple jobs, getting myself settled here, getting back into fitness and whatnot. You know, leaving because I felt like I was standing still where I was, and I feel like I'm accomplishing things here, but I haven't looked back to see all that I left behind. So that just touched my heart, and it was a little heartwarming story that I wanted to bring to you guys because it's just something that made me think, you know, you never really know who you might be leaving behind or what you might be leaving behind until you've actually gone and left, and you need to take time to look back every now and then, reach out to the people and say, hey, I'm gone, but I'm still here. So that was my my little heartfelt story. I hope it resonated with any of you out there who are listening. If not, share it with somebody who might be feeling the way I was when I was in a just kind of standstill place. It might do something for them. Anyway, thank you guys for staying tuned to jackvision.tv. I really appreciate you guys hanging in with me through this journey, and I will talk to you all again in the very near future. Have a good night, guys.